Bihar is witnessing yet another major student agitation, and this time the anger is not just about one examination. Thousands of students and government job aspirants have taken to the streets of Patna demanding answers from the Bihar government and the Bihar Public Service Commission. Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX Deep Dive. I'm Shivani Singh. Today, protesters in Patna marched from Gandhi Maidan towards the Chief Minister's residence and also the Raj Bhavan. Barricades were breached, police used water cannons, and several protesters were detained as the agitation turned tense. But what exactly are the students protesting? Why has the 70th BPSC examination once again become the center of the controversy? And why are demands over teacher recruitment exam patterns, paper leaks and government jobs now converging into one massive student movement? Let's decode the BPSC protest and the anger behind it. At the heart of the agitation is the 70th BPSC combined competitive examination. The examination was originally conducted in December 2024 but was surrounded by allegations of irregularities, particularly after disruption at the Bapu Exam Center in Patna. Candidates raised allegations ranging from administrative lapses and malpractice to concerns over paper leaks, evaluation and the possibility of unequal conditions for candidates. Well, the controversy even reached the Patna High Court. In March 2025, the High Court rejected petitions seeking cancellation of the entire 70th BPSC preliminary examination, observing that there was no definite evidence of malpractice across all centres. And eventually, in June 2026, BPSC declared the final result of the 70th examination, with 2,027 candidates selected against the 2,035 vacancies. So, if the 70th BPSC recruitment cycle has effectively concluded, why are students still protesting it? Well, the current agitation actually began with another demand, the teacher recruitment examination or the TRE4. For weeks, aspirants in Patna's Gardani Bagh have been protesting over the recruitment protest. Students wanted the TRE4 notification to be issued and the recruitment process to move forward. The government eventually announced the recruitment for more than 32,000 teacher posts. But that did not end the agitation. Instead, the demands expanded. Students are now seeking changes in the examination pattern, including a single stage examination and opposing the introduction or continuation of multiple stages in the recruitment process. They are also demanding greater transparency in recruitment examinations and action over alleged irregularities in various competitive exams. So, the movement today has become much bigger than BPSC alone. It is about the entire ecosystem of government recruitment in Bihar. And then came a remark that turned an examination dispute into an even bigger confrontation. BPSC examination controller Rajesh Kumar was responding to questions about the students' demands when he quoted the Hindi proverb, "Hathi chale bazaar, kutta bhauke hazar." Well, the phrase roughly means great and focused people ignore petty criticism from others and keep moving forward. Now, that remark has triggered widespread outrage among protesting students and opposition leaders as well, who interpreted it as an insult to the demonstrators. The official later apologized, saying that the proverb had been quoted in a particular context, but by then the damage had been done. For students already alleging that their concerns were not being heard, the remark became symbolic of what they see as an insensitive attitude towards aspirants. And that brings us to August 25th, 2026. Students marched from Gandhi Maidan towards the Chief Minister's residence in Raj Bhavan. The police had put up barricades and the protesters attempted to cross them. and the situation then escalated. Water cannons were used and several protesters were detained. Reports also emerged of clashes between students and police personnel. So tonight, the question is not simply why are BPSC students protesting. The bigger question is, how long can a recruitment system survive when its biggest stakeholders, the students, no longer trust the process? And until that question of trust is answered, the BPSC protest may be bigger than BPSC itself. Well, joining us on this broadcast is Mr. Dharmendra Kumar. He's a UPSC mentor and he's going to help us understand these demands that are being made by the students and also how it falls into this bigger picture of BPSC. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for speaking to NewsX and for taking out your time. I want to understand from you, Mr. Kumar, when we see these students actually protesting, their demands firstly changed. We saw a different demand when they were starting out with the protest, but now a different demand has come to the fore. They are seeking an entire change in the examination pattern, in the recruitment process, basically an entire overhaul of the system in Bihar.
They are absolutely right, I guess, and this is not happening in one day or 1 year. This is the continuous corruption, misguidance, and lethargical approach of the government which has led to the thousands and lakhs of students come on the road to protest. Their entire future is jeopardized because of the education system which has collapsed from be it the basic education or up to the competitive exams. Government has never given any serious concern and their eyes and ears on it, and that ultimately led to this frustration which has caused to this protest movement, and ultimately if they are not heard, it may lead to a student revolution like Sampurna Kranti, I guess.
Absolutely. And Mr. Kumar, I also, since you are a UPSC mentor, I want to understand from you, is the system so flawed? And was the system so flawed over the past several years? Because right now we saw student protests that had significant gains. We saw it in the national capital. We saw the education minister resign. But I want to understand, why are these protests now gaining ground?
Ma'am, you will be surprised to know that this Bihar state is its education system is run in the absence of 3.7 lakhs teachers from last many years. Do you know that the vacancy was 3.76 lakhs? Look at the condition of education system, how students have studied, how the teacher have faced that pressure, that a state in the absence of basic education, that 3.7 lakhs teachers were not available, and the entire education system has run from so many years, which was called as Sushasan. This shows that what was the approach of entire administration towards the education, and finally when this is after these exams, when they are held, and ultimately all the corruptions, nepotism, lack of document, fabricated documents, and even that only 3.06 lakhs vacancy has been filled, still 70,000 vacancies are on hold, and in spite of that, only 32,000 vacancy has been again published, and that is what it had led to all the protest. So can you imagine a state which is having a lack of 3.76 lakh teacher, and the education system was continuing for so many years? Look at the level of education, look at the level of government's concern, and this is what it has led to all this frustration and movement, ma'am.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kumar. Appreciate your valuable perspective on this issue.